Good morning to you too, Dalton. Good morning. I am in his play area, as you can see. Oh, we're going to have to let those crazy dogs in because they are just way too obnoxious. Yes, yes, yes. So today is my first day actually getting to wear long sleeves because it is actually a nice chilly day, which is exciting because that means fall is here. Where I live, we get fall for a very short time. It's like a 2-week transition from summer to winter here, so we don't get a major fall. Although our fall weather is normally pretty nice, like 70 degrees, but our summers are ridiculous. So I actually love fall, but the quality today is not the best on my video. Oh well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I was watching my one last time. Let's see if I can turn it off. And my volume kind of sucked, so sorry about that. Yeah. So we're just gonna play here with little guy while I talk. He's playing with his laptop the wrong way. That's okay. You can see we still got his balloons from his birthday up. He loves them. He plays with them too. They're a toy for right now, so yeah. Anyway, so you probably read the title, why did we do IVF and would we do it again? So obviously I'm not meaning would we go back in time and do it again or not, because of course, look at this cuteness. Why would I not go back and do it again? But what we're meaning by would we do it again, and I planned originally to do this video with my husband, but he works so much that this video has been getting postponed for over a year. So yeah. Anyways, you are just having fun. Anyways, what we're meaning by that, or what I'm meaning by that, is if we would do another round in the future. So I've had some new subscribers over this year, and since little man is here, obviously that means, oh, you're gonna hurt your feet. That our IVF journey is pretty much over. So I'm sure a bunch of you have not gone back and watched all of it. So to my new subscribers, I will explain why we did IVF in the first place. So me and Red, that's my husband, we have an age gap. And before we got together, after he had his second son, my middle child, Aiden, that you see running around all the time, he decided to get a vasectomy. And this was before we started dating. Well, when we started dating, we thought the only route was going to be able to do... Oh, you're not using that to climb. This kid, he's trying to climb up his laptop. Anyways, dogs! My house is so chaotic. Go lay down. Good dogs. Go lay down. Good. I know I love you too, Bella. Go lay down. Good girl. Anyway. Maybe this is a bad time to try to do this video. Bear with me. I swear we will get there. Anyways, so... Enough. So me and my husband have an age gap, first off. And he did his vasectomy. That was cool. We got together. We thought we were going to have to do a sperm donor. So we went and we talked to the clinic to talk about getting that process started so that we could raise a child together. And while we were there, we found out that there were more options than just a vasectomy reversal, because it had been so long since he had his reversal that there was a very good chance that we would still end up needing to do IVF because the sperm would not have very good motility and not be able to swim to where they needed to go. So if we were going to have to do IVF anyways, then we wanted to skip the whole painful reversal process, because with that would add another year onto our trying. So we went into it thinking that we only had male factor infertility. And we started off the process, found out they could do a PESA procedure, which is where they aspirate the sperm instead of doing a reversal. That way me and Red could have a biological child. So we decided that was a really cool option, and we went for that instead. And then we got into the process, and I started having miscarriages. And then we talked about all kinds of past experiences and stuff like that, and decided that I most likely had several miscarriages that were undiagnosed through previous relationships before Red. So I had never carried a baby successfully. And me being young and healthy and having good hormone levels, they were pretty surprised that I kept miscarrying. And so when my clinic counts a twin miscarriage as 2 miscarriages because it was 2 separate embryos, and they both had the same chance at implanting because all my levels were normal. Our embryos were grade A embryos. We did PGS testing, so we know that all of them were normal chromosome quality. And still, I was miscarrying because every time I had a number, I had an HCG number, which represented that they did try to implant. It just, at a certain point, my body would start rejecting it. So we did a ton of tests and everything else, and they had a hard time pinpointing what was going on. But I have several family members on both sides of my parents that have immune disorders. So my infertility doctor said that there are a lot of immune issues that we have tests for, and there are a lot more immune issues that we don't have tests for yet. And like 10 years ago, we only had tests for like 10, where now we have tests for like 50. So, every year medical technology is getting better, and she's like in 5-10 years, we might be able to pinpoint the problem, but right now we can't. However, she said that because she has never seen someone with my PGS embryo grade level and all of my hormone numbers and test results that came back looking so good, go through so many miscarriages. So we had actually miscarried 4 embryos at this point, and then there was about 3 more that we can count from before my relationship with Red. 3 more that I know that I had gotten a number and then thought it was a faulty positive or whatever, and then turned out that you don't get that many false positives. It was more likely just early miscarriages. So with all of that, turns out I have whatever issues going on myself. So she decided to treat my very last embryo as an immune disorder and put me on an immune protocol where I was on a steroid to suppress my immune system for the entire first trimester, starting the day of transfer. So the day of transfer, I started the steroid, and then we also did a blood thinner just to make sure that everything was flowing good. So I don't know, I guess the 2 of them kind of go pair and pair. At this point, I was willing to try anything, so I was like, cool, let's do it. And we had our first successful pregnancy, our first successful, beautiful little Dalton embryo, huh? Yeah, back there playing around. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have done this live because this is kind of an emotional topic, and it's hard to get through it and stay focused. But yes, so it turns out that we went into IVF thinking that we only had male infertility, to find out that no, we have both problems because, hi buddy, because, oh, you cuddle bug, because of my immune issues too. Yeah, but it's really good to know. I mean, kind of sucks to think in my life I've had 6 miscarriages. 2 of them I previously knew about, but I wasn't 100% positive because I didn't go to a doctor because I didn't make it that far. I would have made it to about, at the time I had estimated about 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and then miscarried. So my furthest miscarriage has been 7 weeks, or actually my very first miscarriage when I was a teenager, so it's probably a good thing. But my very first miscarriage was my senior year of high school or junior year of high school, something like that, and I was about 10 weeks along. So not super far, but far enough to whatever. But at the time, I just thought that it was an undisguised blessing because I was too young. Anyways, did not know that that was the start of me having fertility issues. Anyways, so fast forward to now. Now the question is, are we going to do IVF again? Well, honestly, if we had the opportunity arise that we could do IVF again, and it happened in the next couple of years so that it wasn't super far down the road, we would definitely jump on that bandwagon and do it again. He has been amazing, and I absolutely love being a mom, and I would love to have 2 children. Yeah. Yeah. I would I would love to have 2 children close in age because Aiden is his closest in age sibling, and there's 12 and a half years between them. So I would love to be able to have him grow up with a sibling close in age, but IVF is also very expensive. So it's just kind of a matter of if and when we get the funds together. Oh, this is so much longer than I planned. I'm so sorry, you guys. So yeah, if and when we would get the funds together would be a big deal. And also, there's a lot that go into it. The immune protocol worked with Dalton, so we think that was it. But we don't have any embryos left. He was our last one. So we would have to start over again from square one. You doing all right down there? And it's scary to think that what if that was just kind of a fluke thing and Dalton just happened to work and we don't have it pinpointed on what my exact problem is. So it would be really scary to go into another round, and there would be a lot of what ifs and a lot of questions. But if the opportunity arose for us to be able to do it again in the next couple of years, then I would definitely be game for it. I would not want them any further apart than like 3 years, because beyond that, they have a huge age gap and they still want to really grow up playing and doing much together. My oldest stepson and Aiden have 5 years together, and they get along for the most part. They argue a lot too. But I think a lot of it is just that they've always been at such major different stages that there is very little interest in the same things at the same time. And I know as they get older that'll change. But, so yeah, if we were to do round 2, I would definitely want, them close in age. So if it could happen in the next couple of years, I would for sure want to do it. And Red's on board with that. If we can make it work out, then we'll definitely do it. But right this minute, if I was able to do it like next month, I don't know if I would say yes, just because I am. Dalton, it's okay. Because I am in the middle of my school semester, so that would be chaotic. I've got 2 years left to graduate, so ideally it would have to happen like when I'm done with school, because it has been rough finishing school with little man. You gonna come here? Okay, maybe not. He's teasing mama. So yes, sorry this video is so crazy long, but I did want to go over why we had to do IVF and if we would do it again. So he is demanding some attention now, so I will let you go, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, I am sorry it is so crazy long, but I will talk to you later. Bye. Finish!